to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com, and this is all the Superman related news for the week June 20 to June 26, 2008. Hollywood.com interviewed Superman Returns star Brandon Routh, who revealed that he knows work is being done to finish up the script for the next Superman movie, and that he anticipates that he'll start filming early next year. But meanwhile, writer Mark Millar, who is a huge Superman fan, and with his story Wanted set to be a big hit in Hollywood, has set his sights on the Man of Steel once again. Millar was interviewed by the Daily Record in the UK, where he revealed he has plans in place for a new Superman movie and is hoping the WB will bite. On his personal forum he said, "A very well-known American action director heard about my love of Superman, approached me and asked me to team up with he and his producer to make a pitch for this. We've been talking for several weeks now, and if this is going to happen, we'll know by Christmas." Interesting. Is Millar just being hopeful, or is there actual plans that might actually come to fruition? Stay tuned, it sounds interesting. Superman fans living in California will want to get to the Hollywood Collectors and Celebrities Show on July 11th and 12th, as many Superman-related stars will be attending as special guests. Amongst those in attendance will be Jack O'Halloran, Kay Callan, Mark McClure, and Jerry Marin. Christys held another of their pop culture auctions this week, selling off clothing and props worn in various movies. Amongst the items being auctioned was a Superman 3 cape worn by Christopher Reeve. The cape, part of the evil Superman transformation seen during the film, was expected to fetch between $2,000 and $3,000, but with no reserve price set, was only sold for $375. Meanwhile, a pair of briefs worn by Christopher Reeve in Superman the Movie are also being sold at auction via eBay with a starting price of $8,500. The CW announced this week that Sam Witwer and Cassidy Freeman will be joining the cast of Smallville series regulars for the 8th season. Witwer will play Davis Bloom, a charismatic Metropolis paramedic who, when he isn't saving people, is forced to confront a burgeoning darkness inside of him that just might be a harbinger of doom. Cassidy Freeman will play Tess Mercer, handpicked by Lex Luthor to succeed him before he vanished. Tess arrives in Smallville as acting CEO of Luthor Corp. Beneath her mysterious allure lies a cunning ruthlessness to match her mentors. Supergirl fans should take note that at the recent DC Nation panel at the Charlotte Heroes Con in North Carolina, Dan Didio stated that the Linda Danvers Supergirl would be seen again soon. Comic Book Resources reported that the Peter David Supergirl Linda Danvers will be making an appearance somewhere in the DCU later this month. Stay tuned. Wizard World Chicago will host a spectacular assortment of talent currently creating for DC Comics across June 26 to 29, including Jeff Johns, Gail Simone, Alan Burnett, Shane Davis, Bruce Timm, Brian Azzarello, and more. Visit wizardworld.com for more details on this convention. Superman-related comics we reviewed this week included Trinity number 3, which was reviewed by our own trinity of reviewers, Neil, Jeffrey, and Barry, who, if you average out their reviews, gave it a 1 out of 5. Michael Bailey reviewed Superman Batman number 49, saying, "Looking at the story arc as a whole, this was a very disjointed story from beginning to end," and he rated it a 2 out of 5. Justice League of America number 22 was also reviewed by Michael Bailey, who rated it a 4 out of 5, saying, "All things considered, this was a very solid issue of the Justice League." Neal Bailey reviewed Tangent Superman's Reign number 4, which he rated a 4 out of 5, saying, "This issue continues the story apace without too much revolutionary, though the writing remains rather well done." Super Friends number 4 was reviewed by Adam DeChannel, who stated, "Funny play on the JLA title and an innovative story," and he rated it a 3 out of 5. James Lance looked back in time to April 1979 and reviewed Action Comics 494, which featured a story titled The Secret of the Super S, which he rated a 5 out of 5, while Tom L. went back to August 1962 reviewing Superman 155, which contained the Superman Under the Green Sun and the Downfall of Superman stories, which he rated a 5 out of 5. Superman comics shipping this week from June 25th include Final Crisis number 2, which also has an alternate cover available, Superman 677, which also has an alternate cover. Trinity number 4. Superman Camelot Falls Volume 1 trade paperback. Tangent Comics Volume 3 trade paperback. And DC Universe Special Reign in Hell 80-page giant. Mattel could potentially release a Reign of the Superman Superboy action figure, although it's unlikely he'll be called Superboy due to legal reasons. A Mattel representative stated that while they have the visual rights to all of the characters, the Superboy figure from the Reign of the Superman story could potentially be called a Superman Teenage Clone action figure. Midway Games released a series of new images from the upcoming Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe video game, also revealing that they'll be hosting a panel on Friday, July 25th at the San Diego Comic-Con. The panel will be hosted by Mortal Kombat co-creator Ed Boon and comics writer Jimmy Palmiotti, where an exclusive look at the gameplay and the unveiling of the key characters will be featured. Everyone attending the panel will receive an exclusive limited edition Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe poster. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing story arcs from the 1940s Superman radio series, this week looking at the Mystery of the Dragon's Teeth story, which was a revision on an earlier saga. In more retro reviews, Jeffrey Taylor continues reviewing episodes from Superman the Animated Series, this week reviewing the Season 2 episode titled Target, which saw someone threatening the life of Lois Lane. Episode 42 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, was released this week. In this month's show, Neal and I discussed the 2008 Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois, Allison's Max comments about the no tights, no flights rule, Trinity, the return of Brainiac in the Superman comics, Smallville magazine, and much more. Be sure to also check out the latest chapters of The Last Son of Krypton and Lost Daughter of Krypton audio dramas by Pendant Productions. My sister Carol submitted her own report on the 2008 Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois, while Matt Pop also submitted a report on his time at the celebration. Michael Bailey posted a report on the tribute to Christopher Reeve and Superman the movie screening that took place at the celebration, while all week I've been posting short video diary entries on the website from my time in Metropolis. They include interviews with Noel Neal, Josh Boltinghouse, my first face-to-face meeting with Neal Bailey, and more. Check them out all at the website now. Well, that's all the Superman news for the week June 20 to June 26. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.
Hey, welcome to Be the Planet. In the next Superman movie, apparently, officially, nailed down. Actually, no, it's a rumor. Superman will be having another love interest. Wrong. Yeah, no, Superman, this might be new to you, but, it might not. Superman loves Lois Lane. Yeah, and when he's in Smallville, he loves Lana Lang. This is for you guys making the movie, because that's just a little bit of research that I can provide for you. Won't take too long to find. When you decided to change simple things about Superman, like Superman doesn't have a kid out of wedlock with Lois Lane, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, Superman is a kid out of wedlock with Lois Lane. Everybody kind of went, what the hell, dude? It's Superman. He doesn't have a kid out of wedlock. Here's another clue for you. A couple years in advance. Superman doesn't have other love interests just because they're cool and hot. So when you make the movie, if you put that other love interest in there, people are going to go, hey, Superman doesn't have another love interest that's, new and hot. He loves Lois.